Black people are not just a part of history, they are the indigenous people of this world. In every country and on every continent, Black people are the original human beings. This profound truth challenges the conventional narratives we've been given about events like the so-called discovery of the New World by Christopher Columbus and the brutal transatlantic slave trade. The commonly accepted histories of the Roman Empire and the Tartarian Empire also come into question. These stories, taught as absolute truths, are marred by significant omissions and distortions. The depth of this deception is staggering, revealing a deliberate effort to obscure the true origins and contributions of Black people throughout history. Claims that Black people originate solely from Africa serve as a deliberate misdirection. By confining the history and heritage of Black people to one continent, this narrative diminishes their global presence and influence. The reality is that Black people have been integral to the development of civilizations around the world, leaving indelible marks on every continent. The exploration of this deeper history compels us to re-examine what we know and how we understand the past. It urges us to seek out the truths that have been hidden and gain a more accurate and inclusive understanding of history itself. When we delve into the out of Africa theory, it's essential to remember that it is just that, a theory. Despite being well tested, it's based on observable data rather than irrefutable facts. The scientific community regards it as the most valid explanation currently available, yet it remains a theory because it is a system of ideas, not incontrovertible truths. According to the Oxford Dictionary, a theory is a system of ideas intended to explain something. It is a hypothesis, a conjecture, a proposed explanation based on observations. There is no assertion of it being a fact. Similarly, the definition of an idea, as per the Oxford Dictionary, includes terms like plan, scheme, thought, or suggestion, highlighting that these are tentative and not definitive. Let's delve deeper into these terms. A scheme, for instance, is described as a large-scale systematic plan or arrangement for attaining a particular objective, often with a devious or illegitimate intent. This raises questions about the intent behind the out of Africa theory. Is it a well-intentioned scientific hypothesis, or could it be a deliberate attempt to mislead? The concept of the out of Africa theory has its roots in the 19th century, primarily influenced by the work of Charles Darwin and other prominent eugenicists. Darwin observed similarities between gorillas, chimpanzees, and the indigenous people of Africa, leading him to propose that humans evolved from these primates. This observation, however, was steeped in racial prejudice and has been used to undermine the rich, diverse histories of indigenous peoples across the globe. People who resemble me were indigenous to various regions worldwide, with unique cultures and heritages. Yet, this theory conveniently erases those distinctions, lumping us together under a single, monolithic identity. This erasure is part of a broader agenda that includes eugenics, a practice aimed at eliminating certain racial characteristics deemed undesirable. Eugenics has manifested in various forms, from forced sterilizations and abortions to the promotion of interracial marriages to lighten the population. Historical figures like Margaret Sanger, heralded by some as pioneers, have used these methods to further their agendas. This practice even extends to derogatory terms like dreadlocks, which dehumanize natural African hair textures. Furthermore, these ideas were propagated by Darwin's contemporaries, eugenicists, biologists, scientists, and doctors, who embedded these falsehoods in educational systems worldwide. They also contributed to the distorted narrative known as African American and Afro-Caribbean history. How can those who viewed us as subhuman provide an accurate account of our heritage? The answer is clear: they cannot. To those who subscribe to the out of Africa theory, you align yourself with Darwin's view that we resemble apes and chimpanzees. It is a perspective rooted in racist ideology, not scientific fact. Understanding the origins and implications of these theories is crucial in challenging the narratives that continue to oppress and misrepresent our identities.